Welcome to Study Guide Forum. Today we're going to study Graham's law of diffusion, which says that the rate of diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its density or vapor density. So in this case, what it means is that R is inversely proportional to density. If we are to apply the constant, we have it to be over this. So if we are comparing two different gases, let's say that the first one is 1 and the second one is what, 2, and the density of the first one is d1 and the density of the second one is d2, then we can also say that a rate of diffusion of the two gases is equal to square root of vapor density of the one of the 2 over vapor density of the 1. Now notice very well, because they are inverse, that's why you notice that why this one is up, this one is down, this one is down, this one is up, square root, to establish their relationship according to the users. Another thing we should also know, we know that rate is inversely proportional to time. Since rate is inversely proportional to time, it also means that that means if we are to apply it into the already existing equation we have here, we can say that time t1 over t2 is equal to vapor density of 1, square root of vapor density of 1 over square root of density of 2. Now note it very well, because since this one is inverse, that simply means that the time is directly proportional to vapor density. So in that case, now we have a relationship to be in this form. Now sometimes we know that vapor density or density is always 2 times molecular mass, relative mass or relative molecular mass is equal to 2 times vapor density or density. That is to say, since it's 2 times vapor density or density, what we can also extend the law to be in this form: R to equal to molecular mass of the first gas, which is the second gas, and then molecular mass of what, the second gas. That will give us this. In the other side of it, when you talk about the time, when we're talking about time now, if we are to relate it with time, we say that t1 over t2 is equal to m, that's the molecular mass, over what, and then over that of 2. Now note very well, in this case where they are inversely proportional, R2 is down and square root of relative molecular mass is up, and in this case of time, since they are directly proportional, you notice that the time is there and it's also up. So this is why I'm saying this, is so that when you see the calculation, you know how to apply it very well, effectively. And thank you for coming this far. The next thing I want you to understand is that there's a video that's coming up that will help you understand some of the calculation. I would want you to go away after this. Make sure you watch it, and if you can also like it, comment, so that I can get I can know your mind, I can know your what the way you feel about the video, and also you can encourage us by just subscribing. Thank you.